he walked up the second time I ever met him, and he gave me 600 grand. And I was telling the whole story, and then he got kind of pissed about it. This is gonna be super wet.
All right, show me where to go.
Let's go around.
So I see that you painted it's the stamped concrete here.
Yeah, I epoxied the stamped concrete. Then we did the cool decking.
Yeah.
This is the least sexy part of the house, which is our side yard. We put this guy in.
Which is great, because this wasn't here the last time.
Yes. It's a little nicer than the last time we were here.
Oh, yeah. Big difference with the furniture.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I like how you did this separation right here. That's a good idea with that little valet section.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty dope. York, here. Oh, you're touching the lens.
Thanks.
Matt's the man.
It ain't freaking, this is a big ballsy project. We had a lot of people, but man, there was so many groups. There was 100 groups.
Oh, really?
100 groups. A lot of them I knew were gonna be looky-loos.
Yeah.
The one that was super serious, I blew off. Which is stupid. I was like, my wife's like, oh, let me introduce you to Kayla and her sister. And I was like, oh, nice to meet you. I was walking with this agent that had a client.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, nice to meet you. And I kept walking and talking what we were dealing with. And my wife's like, yeah, that lady was really serious. She felt like she wasn't getting taken seriously. And she showed me her bank account and she had $5 million. I was like, I trust you. I was like, why didn't you pull me over?
Now, York, when I go outside, make sure to get a bunch of B-roll behind the scenes, okay? Same routine all the time. Every tour we do.
Well, if the house is nice like this, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys, so today I'm here at 15 Princeville and Spanish Trails out here in central Las Vegas. Right in back of me, we have a multi-million-dollar rehab that you're gonna have to check out. Come on, let's go. All right, Matt, so as we enter here, this is a pretty big foyer here, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
this is pretty dramatic.
Yeah, 35-foot ceilings.
Okay. So before we get into this real quick, what is the square footage on this home, bedrooms and bathrooms?
It's 5933 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. And what else were you looking?
All right, Matt, let me ask you this. How big is this home, right? Bedrooms, bathrooms,
Yeah,
square footage.
I just told you. 5933, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths.
I know, but you stopped. You're like,
I'm like, what else do you want?
but you know what? This is actually good because here's the thing. We're not trying to make the HGTV thing. We're trying to have some fun. This is a vlog style.
No worries.
All right, so Matt, let's talk about this real quick. So as I come in, everything's all open. Okay. For all the viewers out there, Matt, he's a luxury flipper, and this is one of the biggest projects you ever done, correct?
Oh yeah, this is our biggest project by 1,000 square feet.
By 1,000 square feet. Okay, so as I come in, everything is completely open. For the viewers, show me exactly what you have done here, because I can tell you these columns were not here. These were actually probably round columns, right?
Yeah, they were full 36-inch stuccoed columns. They were filled with 16 2x4s,
okay,
wrapped in chicken wire and cemented. So they were a big, dramatic block, and we wanted to open this foyer open.
Okay.
So we took them out. Took a ton of demo. The AC unit went across here, so this was all closed off. So we opened it all up. We brought a scissor lift, switched out this chandelier. We put in a new staircase here, the floating staircase. We added the new railings, new paint, new floors, new everything. But this was a lot of work just going through, and we started the demo, then we demoed some more, and I probably spent $35,000 just on the columns between demo, materials, labor, and paint, so it was pretty crazy.
What was over here? Was this completely blocked off too on both sides?
No, but these columns are we're trying to make it a little bit of a cool entrance.
Yeah.
We kept the original door, which we're just touching up the paint on, and we built a boot barn area where someone can come, sit, take their shoes off, and have kind of a cool modern space that my partner designed.
And what I like about this right here is that you could have just built a wall, but I like how you made this as a design, but it kind of separates that space.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to just keep it open flow. You know, I was a little worried about closing off that space even just because we want to keep an open concept in this room.
So this, you had one large soffit, you were saying, with an air conditioning unit, so you took this down to open this up.
Yes.
So as I come in, first thing I notice, everything is open. So I'm drawn pretty much to everything here. We have, what, a 15-foot slide?
Yeah, 16-foot slider by 9-foot.
Okay. And that originally wasn't here at this point?
No, there was just 2 windows.
Okay.
This was a drop down into like a living sitting area, but we wanted to make it one floor concept. So a lot of older people live in this neighborhood, so steps and areas are kind of difficult for them. So we opened it up to the beautiful golf course. You see a modern, updated pool, and it's kind of a huge flow.
And what year was this home?
1986.
So during this time period, a lot of homes out here were really choppy. And it seems like you really have to open a lot of things up here just to kind of give that modern concept, because that's kind of the theme that you were going with, right?
Yeah, that's what we personally like, and that's what sells these days. And this estate was owned by like a $500 million trust. So these people almost had like assistants and cooks, and they had a small little butler's or chef's kitchen. Nothing over here. This was a bar. There was a 35-foot chimney that was here, or a fireplace that was.
You're talking about right here?
Right here. So in this space, there was a 35-foot fireplace that I personally demoed because nobody else wanted to demo it. So I got up there with the sledgehammer and made
Nobody
sure
just wanted to deal with it or take on the liability?
Yeah, well, the liability of it, because it went another 10 feet outside the roof. So I got up there with the sledgehammer, hit it once, the sledgehammer bounced off, and I was like, oh,
damn, I don't know if I'm
shit.
going to do that.
And then I went for it, and it was one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life, but we got the job done.
Now, let's talk about this, because I can tell you this linear fireplace was not here. Did you do the full built-in here, too, as well?
Yeah, so we built out the frame. We inset a 70-inch TV. I think it's a 72-inch linear fireplace with the chevron tile that we built out for this specific space.
Okay. What about these windows? Because they look brand new. Are they the original windows?
They're the original windows.
Okay.
We just had them cleaned and painted a little bit. But we like the style of them to kind of go with the flow, so that's why we kept them instead of
it kind of gives you that Spanish type of style, but more of a modern flair, kind of.
Yeah, that's what the feedback's been good about, because a lot of people in here have lived here for like 20 plus years, so they kind of like the style of it. We took the outside stucco, but we kept some of the Spanish charm.
Got it. And what about that right there? Are those speakers, or what are those?
So the house is fully laid out with both speakers inside and outside and in the garage. Somebody can tap into the wiring for that, but I didn't get into that.
So paint a picture of the original kitchen. What did this kitchen actually look like?
This wasn't the kitchen. So there was a small wet bar here.
Okay.
But I wanted this huge grand room. I moved the small tiny kitchen, which we'll show you in a little bit, all the way across the thing. It was very expensive to move all the electrical, plumbing, and drainage and electrical, but we opened this up and we built a whole new kitchen here. So we ran a 16-foot of cabinets, 60 inches for the fridge, and another 36 for the coffee station with the 12-foot island.
Well, you guys know how much I love cabinets. Look at this. Got the soft closing cabinets. Like the hardware, you got the Go trims, and I love this stove. This is a really nice stove, and this is not cheap. right?
Yeah, it's a $9,000 stove. So
$9,000 stove.
48-inch double oven stove. So it's a nice thing. We love the style of it, and it goes with the.
Now, what about this backsplash? Is this a marble backsplash?
No, it's actually, it looks like marble, but it's porcelain. So we bought 8 slabs.
Yeah.
Half for this house and half for another.
Okay.
But we wanted to try to do the full slab on the back instead of a regular backsplash.
Yeah.
And so I just love the style. It took us a long time to pick it out.
It looks gorgeous. It looks like real rock.
Yeah, it's freaking phenomenal. I love this. It's really hard to cut, so you have to do a lot of extra fabrication. So we sent it to a special shop for it. But I like the style of it.
Another thing that I've seen about this kitchen, what I really like, you got this like trim that kind of goes around and kind of divides this kitchen. How'd you come up with that style? Or what is it even called? I've never seen anything like this.
I like symmetrical stuff. So the room kind of goes at a big angle with an open concept.
Yeah.
So if you set the flat slab there, it's not boxed in.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that, so we came up with me and my partner, Lola Designs, came up with the box set so because it works all together. So it was a lot of work, but it worked out.
Another thing that I see too is that I really like is that you have this chevron pattern here, but then you got this skin here on the bottom with that chevron pattern, and it kind of ties it all in together, this island with this the hood here.
Yeah, with the staging kind of blocks the style, which I like. These tones are kind of coming together, and then some more modern features. You see like the shiplap style, flat, linear a lot, but I've never seen this, so we came up with that, and they made it happen.
Now, what about this window? Was this window here?
No, it wasn't. So there's a lot of framing and structural stuff that holds the roof up in this wall right here, so we would have gone the whole length with the sliders. So you open it up, but I still, like, if you're sitting in the kitchen, cooking or, cleaning, you can see the course, the tee box right there. So it opens up, keeps the light in, and it would have been kind of dark because we were going to go all the way to this wall with a big coffee bar. Yeah. But I like the window a lot.
No, I love the window because you're bringing the outside in. That's what I feel like right now. Great concept.
And the reason I bought this house is for the outside. Yeah. The outside is one of the best views of the course. There's 4 holes that you can see from the upstairs balcony, and people tee off this way, and everybody's pretty cool. But it's a pretty slow course, so there's not a lot of traffic, which is nice for privacy.
So Matt, what neighborhood are we in right now?
We're in Spanish Trail Country Club.
Okay. You want to talk a little bit more about Spanish Trails for the audience?
Yeah, it's a centrally located neighborhood off of Rainbow and Tropicana. It's been here for a long time. A lot of, lack of a better term, old money's in this neighborhood. Very close to the Strip. I think you're 10 minutes from Raider Stadium, 15 minutes from downtown MGM. So you can get everywhere fast, and it's actually coming back. So investors are spending a ton of money. The comps are going good. People from California and the outside markets love this neighborhood because there's mature landscape. Yeah. And so they kind of feel more at home here. And what recently just happened is the people at Southern Highlands Golf Course, the owners there purchased this club. So they're going to be investing, I think, 12 or 13 million in the next few months into the property. I think they bought it June 1st. So.
Is that a private golf course, or is it open to the public?
I think it's a private golf course.
Private golf course?
Yeah, so it's just, like, I think the membership was actually free. You just paid like a monthly fee, and it's gone up 10,000 since the purchase, and I think it's going to go up to 25,000 person in like a month or so.
Oh, wow. Also, another thing I want to add on that is that this is actually a guard-gated neighborhood, so you can't just drive in here. And there's also communities in here within this neighborhood that's also gated too as well. So it's pretty much like Fort Knox. We literally came here and we spent about 15-20 minutes just to get in because I gave out the wrong address.
Yeah, they're a little too hardcore. Sometimes they don't let me in if I come in the wrong
It's like, I'm the owner, right?
I'm like, dude, don't let me wait this long. So it is what it is. It's a great neighborhood. I've actually I purchased a property here for myself. Yeah. And I was this is the estates portion of Spanish Trails, which is more of the custom home, bigger homes. I think there's like a 24,000 square foot home in the estates. So it's a nicer area of Spanish Trails Country Club. But it's definitely a cool neighborhood, and I was looking at buying a house like 3 doors down.
Oh, nice. So what's this whole section here? And was there a wall here? What was going on here
So
at
I
one
think
point?
this was part of the outside at some point.
Okay.
Not since I've been over, but all of this was stuccoed on the outside, or in the inside of this room. So we smoothed it out. We added this wine cellar. This was the old kitchen, believe it or not.
This was the old kitchen?
So it ran about 3 feet longer,
Okay.
and then it ran at an angle from here over, and it was just a lineup of cabinets here. The stove was here, and then this was the fridge and the. So obviously too small for my liking. So we made it a wet bar. So we added the fridge, we added the cabinets, we added the 36-inch farmhouse sink, and so somebody can add their, decor and alcohol here, serve people outside, see the course, and then you have the dining room table, so you guys can have a grand dinner.
I think that would make sense too. I mean, you already had all the plumbing and all that stuff here, so you might as well run that. But like you said, what cost you money was to run all that.
Yeah, so which is running for. We were going to blow this out.
Yeah.
My original design was going to blow this wall out and make like a small U-shaped kitchen, and then do like a square island, and then you're looking out to that room, and then it's a big living room. But it's just there's a lot of structural stuff you don't want to get into.
Yeah.
It's still closed off. You can't get rid of any of this, so I just made the tough choice and spent the extra money to go over there. But
So
just
was this
worked
the original, like a pantry at one point? Well, what was this section? It was a closet
Nothing.
space? It was nothing.
Yeah, it was just stucco thing. So since it was already framed,
Yeah.
kind of in that capacity, we tiled it up, put in
Add
the
some lights,
glass, add some lights, and made it a wine bar. And there's also a wine fridge in the garage that's like a walk-in cooler.
I noticed that on the video I did. Now, this is actually a good idea to utilize that space and turns nothing into something, which was a genius idea.
Yes.
Now, the other thing I noticed is that we got the original windows here, but then you added this door. Why did you add a pivot door here?
There was an old square glass regular patio door here, and we were originally going to keep it, but it annoyed the crap out of me for 6 months, and so there was 4 of them, and then about a month and a half ago I made the decision just to put in pivot doors, which was a very expensive decision, and because we already had cased, painted, put the doors in, framed it, did the flooring.
Redo.
But it just wasn't up to my standards, so
Got
we
it.
put this pivot door in. It's an 8-foot pivot door. It slings inside and out. It holds open, and then you can go inside and outside.
Now, I noticed this pivot door is probably about, what, 6 feet tall? Because, I mean, you're a pretty tall dude.
It's 6'8",
Okay. If it's 6'8",
or
so
80 inches.
So my question is that how come you didn't go higher? Was it because there was a header here or something?
To stay consistent with all the doors in the house.
I guess that would
So-
actually make sense. Yeah.
So there's AC, electrical, and plumbing that run through the head of some of the areas in the
Okay.
house. So that's why we didn't. This one we probably could have got away with, which might have been smarter, but you didn't come here till now.
Yeah.
So then I made the wrong decision.
Actually, you know what? Actually, kind of matches. So I kind of like that.
Okay.
Now let's go outside real quick. Let's see what's going on.